Have you ever stopped to wonder how much stress could be silently wreaking havoc on your health? In our modern, fast-paced world, stress has become as common as the morning coffee. It's that niggling feeling when you're stuck in traffic, the tightness in your chest when a deadline looms, the restless nights when your mind is racing. Stress, in its simplest definition, is the body's response to any kind of demand or threat. And while we often associate it with negative experiences, it's important to note that not all stress is bad. The acute kind, for instance, can help us react quickly in a crisis or push us to meet a challenge. However, when stress becomes chronic, when it's a constant companion rather than an occasional visitor, that's when it starts to undermine our health. From headaches to heart disease, the impacts of long-term stress can be far-reaching and profound. So stress is more than just an unpleasant feeling. It's a silent assailant on our health. Let's delve into how stress affects our bodies. Now, we've all felt that rush of adrenaline when we're in a high-pressure situation. That's stress kicking in, stimulating what's known as the fight or flight response. This is our body's primitive, automatic, inbuilt response that prepares the body to fight or flee from perceived attack, harm, or threat to our survival. Now, in the short term, this response can actually be beneficial. It helps us respond quickly, think on our feet, and protect ourselves when necessary. It's like having a superpower that boosts our strength, speed, and awareness just when we need it most. But here's the catch. Our bodies aren't designed to handle long-term chronic stress. When stress becomes constant, our fight or flight response stays turned on, leaving us in a state of perpetual alertness. This can lead to a host of health problems. Recent research has shed light on the dark side of chronic stress. It's been linked to a variety of health issues, some of which are quite serious. For instance, prolonged stress can increase our risk of heart disease, the leading cause of death worldwide. It does this by raising our blood pressure and cholesterol levels, which can damage our arteries over time. Chronic stress can also increase our risk of developing type 2 diabetes by affecting how our bodies process sugar. And it doesn't stop there. It's also been linked to certain mental health disorders like depression and anxiety. What's more, stress can affect our immune system, making us more susceptible to infections and diseases. It can also disrupt our sleep, appetite, and digestion, which can further exacerbate these health issues. So, while a little stress can help us rise to challenges, too much can actually harm our health in significant ways. It's a delicate balance, and one we all need to be aware of. Indeed, when stress becomes a constant companion, it takes a serious toll on our bodies. But how exactly does stress cause these health issues? Let's take a look at the science. When we perceive a threat or danger, our body's stress response, also known as the fight or flight response, kicks in. This is an automatic physiological reaction designed to prepare our bodies to either confront the threat or run away from it. It's like our body's own personal alarm system. The two key players in this response are hormones called cortisol and adrenaline. Adrenaline is the first to spring into action, causing your heart rate to increase, your blood pressure to rise, and your senses to become more acute. This is great if you're running from a bear, but not so great if you're stuck in traffic or dealing with a difficult boss. Once the immediate threat is passed, cortisol steps in. It's often referred to as the stress hormone because it helps to bring your body back to normal. But if you're under constant stress, your body may not get the chance to fully recover. Over time, this can lead to a state of chronic stress, where cortisol levels remain high. So, what's the big deal with high cortisol levels? Well, when cortisol is high, it can interfere with different systems in your body. It can disrupt your sleep, decrease your immunity, increase your blood sugar, and even contribute to weight gain. Over time, these disruptions can lead to serious health issues, like heart disease, diabetes, and mental health conditions like anxiety and depression. Additionally, high levels of cortisol can affect the brain. It can impair your memory, decrease your cognitive abilities, and increase your risk of mental health issues. It's like a double whammy for your brain. But it's not just the physical health issues that are concerning. Chronic stress can also have a significant impact on your emotional well-being. It can make you feel overwhelmed, anxious, and depressed. It can affect your relationships, your work, and your overall quality of life. From our brains to our hearts, stress can leave no stone unturned in its path of destruction. Now that we understand the damage stress can do, the question is, how can we manage it better? Stress can seem like a towering, insurmountable beast. But here's the good news. We have the tools to tame this beast right within our reach. It's about adopting practical, scientifically backed strategies that not only help us feel better in the moment, but also protect our long-term health. Let's start with regular exercise. When we engage in physical activity, our bodies release endorphins, the feel-good neurotransmitters that act as natural painkillers and mood elevators. Not only does exercise make us feel better immediately, but it also improves our overall health, making us more resilient to stress in the long run. Next, let's talk about diet. A balanced, nutrient-rich diet fuels our bodies, giving us the energy and vitality we need to tackle life's challenges. Foods rich in omega-3 fatty acids, such as fish, nuts, and seeds, can help regulate our stress hormones. And let's not forget the importance of hydration. Drinking plenty of water can also play a significant role in managing stress levels. Sleep, often overlooked, is a crucial part of the stress management equation. Good quality sleep leaves us refreshed, recharged, and better equipped to handle stress. It's during sleep that our bodies repair and rejuvenate themselves, so skimping on it can leave us vulnerable to stress. Mindfulness, the practice of being present and fully engaged with whatever we're doing at the moment, is another powerful tool for managing stress. It allows us to step back, assess our reactions to stressors, and make more thoughtful responses. And finally, don't hesitate to seek professional help if stress feels overwhelming. Therapists and counselors can offer strategies and techniques tailored to our individual needs. Remember, the power to manage stress lies within us. It's time we took our health into our own hands. In doing so, we're not just taming the beast of stress, we're also embracing a healthier, happier, and more fulfilling life.